Hi everyone, just making a quick video. I'm trying not to say so much because I look back on my videos and I see that I have said that quite a lot, but I don't have a script going, so I need to have something to say all the time. This is really hard. Okay, I'm going to stop it now. I'm just going to have to say right. So, I have been put on the waiting list for stage 2. I can't remember if I said that in my last video or not. It's really hard not to say but yeah, I have been put on the waiting list for stage 2, and I have got a consultation in January with Mr. Christopher, who's one of the surgeons on the team, just to sort of discuss various things that I want to happen with my next surgery. The main issue, well, actually there's two issues, but one of the main ones I'm having now is I'm thinking more and more about hysterectomy. And at first I was just kind of like, yeah, just get rid of it. I don't want it. I don't need it. It's causing me enough stress and dysphoria, and I get stomach aches all the time. I just don't want it. And if I just think about it as an organ that I don't need and don't particularly want, and it's just wasting space in there, that's fine. But then I start to think about what that organ actually does, and I've been thinking about it a lot, and the fact that it takes away my fertility. And I came to peace with that, and now it's just dug itself back up and is not resting peacefully. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And if there was an operation that could give me functioning, that could give me sperm, then I would have that in a heartbeat. I'd rip out my ovaries and uterus and everything else, and I would have that operation. I don't think I'd want to be pregnant, and I would probably just harvest my eggs or some shit like that. I don't know, but it's just, I don't know. I haven't even really thought about it that much. It's just really stressing me out. The fact that this just makes me completely sterile and takes away the fact that I could ever have biological children, and I could never look at my children and see like myself in them and see my own characteristics in them. And that's something that's just really weighing on my mind at the moment. It's really shit, so I'm trying not to think about it too much, but yeah, whatever. And the next one was the fact that my arms have very little fat on them, and they never have, and that's down to my genetics as well, because my mum has like no fat. It just doesn't go to her arms. Yeah. So obviously, as a result, my phallus is less girthy than others I have seen. I don't know if it's less girthy than like cis people's penises. I don't know, because I've never seen one in the flesh, but the only sources I have are from like Google and porn and stuff like that, so I don't think that they're particularly reputable sources. So yeah, I wanted to talk to the surgeon about whether it was a possibility of me getting fat grafting to be able to have that on there to give me a bit more girth. I know a lot of people say that the erectile device does give you some, but that's another thing I want to discuss, because I don't know how much, because I haven't seen any sort of like before and after pictures. So we'll see. I went to my GP to try and get some silicone scar treatment for my arm. It's just to try and like flatten the scars down a bit, because there's a bit here in my wrist. You can't really see it on camera, but it's thicker than the rest of it. I'm just showing you my arm now, so it looks pretty much the same as the last video. There you go. But yeah, the scars are starting to get quite tight and thick. Ugh, feels gross, and they're a bit shiny, and I'm worried they're going, not so much keloid, but maybe like the other one, hypertrophic, I'm not entirely sure how you say it or what it's called. So it's that bit there, and then there's a bit down here that you can see it's kind of quite bumpy and ropey and weird. Yes, but the doctor couldn't give me any because all funding has been cut in my area. That was the point I was getting to. God, I get so easily distracted. The funding for that has been cut. I guess they obviously get a certain amount of budget to spend, and my borough has allocated that they do not want to spend it on cosmetic issues or whatever, which is fine because I got my entire operation and all my appointments and all of the medical supplies and all of the antibiotics and painkillers and 2 trips to A&E and post-operative care, which was district nurses and just nurses at my GP anyway. And there is a lot of stuff involved in that, plus the cost of the actual operation that I got completely for free for on the NHS, which is great. So I wasn't really that bothered that I couldn't get prescribed it. So I bought this stuff off of Amazon called Mepitac, and it's a silicone tape. I was looking at silicone scar sheets. That's what I had for my top surgery, but they're not particularly sticking, and I ended up having to stick them down with tape anyway, which is quite uncomfortable. So I got silicone tape, and it's got like quite good reviews, so I'll see how it goes. But it comes in like a 3-meter roll, but I've been reusing it. It says like single use, but I've been reusing it, don't tell them. So yeah, that's how thick it is. It's 2 centimeters by 3 meters. And it just like sticks, like it really sticks. But I've been putting it around like all of the edges. The only bit is trying to remember what bit I've taken off of where, because I've been reusing it. Yeah, you put it on like that and it is just basically like tape. The only thing is when it's on the like wrist and that, you can sort of really feel it. So it's not as flexible and comfortable, but it's fine. And it wasn't that expensive, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to show you what my package looks like in underwear. Pre-surgery, I always wore, and even pre-T, basically since I started transitioning, I've always worn boxers, and part of it was because I associated with briefs with like feminine underwear, because they're normally like brief shape. But since having surgery, I've noticed that like I can't fit in all the top man ones. I can't fit in. They don't have a big enough bulge, and it just makes me go flat, and it's really uncomfortable. So yeah, I can't wear those anymore. And then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna bite the bullet, and I'm gonna buy some briefs, because my mate Joe was saying they're like the most comfortable thing. So I thought I'd take his word for it. So I got them, and they are seriously really comfortable. The only annoying thing is with some pairs, they ride up and give me a massive wedgie, which is something I'd completely forgotten about that happens. But other than that, they are so comfortable, and you don't have that annoying bit where like your dick's slapping on everything else when you're walking, because it's kind of just enclosed in its own little bit. So yeah, loving it. So yeah, that was basically, don't judge on the fact that I'm wearing briefs if that's something that you would do. So yeah, got a massive wedgie all the time. So yeah, that's what it looks like. So it starts here. So obviously that's my belly button, and the base of it's there, and then it obviously goes all the way. It's quite long. It goes all the way round and tucks around. But yeah, that's basically it. But these are obviously got quite a big bulge in them, and they are so comfy. The Calvins. Other underwear, like that is something that before I was always looking for underwear that had the pouch, because that's where I put my prosthetic before I'd sort of have it in a sock and then safety pin it to the inside of the pouch of the underwear, the little pouch bit. So I was always looking for underwear that had that little pouch, and then I was like, oh, I can't wait till I'm after surgery. I can just buy whatever underwear I want. And I won't have to worry about it having a pouch. And I bought these pair of underwear from Primark, just like cheap ones, but they were Harry Potter ones. And I was like, I can't wait because they didn't have the pouch. I was like, I can't wait to be able to wear them. But they just don't have a big enough bulge, and they just literally make me look like I'm tucking. So I can't wear them. It's very, very, very sad. Plus, since my arse lift from the surgery, my arse is huge, which I don't understand because they took away loads, but then I guess it's like rather than flat. So many pairs of underwear don't fit me anymore, but that's fine because I love buying new underwear. So yeah, I'm on the briefs now, and I still have all my old Aussie Bomb ones that I love because they've got the bit on the inside. These are dirty, so I'm really sorry. They've got the pouch, but then on the inside they've got this bit, which you put your ding dong in, and it gives them a bit of a lift. So these are really comfortable. These are probably still my favourite underwear, even though they had a bit of a mishap in the washing machine and the waistband's gone purple. I've got quite a few pairs of them, and they're really comfortable. So yeah, that's basically it, really. I feel like there was 3 things I wanted to talk about, 4 things, but maybe not, maybe not. Who knows? So I'll leave it at that now. If it comes to me, I'll probably just put it in a thing on myself. That was it. I changed the name of my Tumblr. It was Resetting Dylan, but I changed it to This Charming Trans now, because basically the whole time I had the whole time I had my Tumblr, the header quote was will nature make a man of me yet, which is like from a Smith song, Don't Judge Me, called This Charming Man. And then I was listening to it in my car, and I was like, oh my god, my URL should be This Charming Trans, because it would just go with that. So I changed it to that. So I haven't deleted my blog in case any of you don't have Tumblr and you go on it or whatever. If I can work out how to do it, I will post a link in the description, like all of these YouTube famous people say. But I'm really not good with technology. I think you've probably got that by now, given the fact that I record my videos in one take, because I have a Mac and I have iMovie. But I don't know how to edit videos. I really don't. And I've got an A-level in media studies, and we learnt that. I don't know. I just really have not got a clue. So, yeah, I will try and put a link in the description, but I honestly can't promise you anything. But yeah, that was it. That was everything, I think. I should start making lists. Yeah. Bye.